The other one, the big one that we wanted to celebrate with you, is Backstage status in CNCF. As you all might know, Backstage is a CNCF project, and it was in sandbox status for a while. And now we have reached the next stage, and that is incubation. So yay, huge milestone. A project can grow older and older without too much trouble. But this is what we say, achievement unlocked. And to talk a little bit about that, I have Lee here, and I want to welcome him. Hi, Lee. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Suzanne. Hi, everybody.
So this incubation thing, it's a big thing, right?
A little bit, you could say that. It's the next step on the ladder, if you will, for the project. It's the kind of the next development of maturity for the project, and it's down to all of the hard work of the team here and the community out there that has helped us to get to this point.
So you said hard work. What is this process, and what did we do?
So the incubation process itself, it takes a little bit of time. So the first thing that we did was way back in September, I think it was, last year, where we basically take a look at the project, see where we are, see how the community is doing, how healthy is that community, how healthy is the project, and we create a PR when we think we're ready to the CNCF to say, hey, this is us, here's a little bit about us, here's how we've grown, here's who's using us, and you know, we're interested in becoming joining incubation. So that was something that we did back in September of last year. And then if you fast forward, really the pace started to pick up for us when we were assigned a CNCF sponsor. So that is somebody in the CNCF who is there to help us through the process and to kind of dig into the project and really kind of understand it at that next level of detail, if you will. So we were assigned a sponsor at the beginning of the year, and we run through a due diligence process, which is you do an analysis of the tech, of the community, of all really the different aspects around the project. And also they conduct some interviews with some of our end users. So we had 4 sets of end users that took part. I can talk about Zalando, I can talk about TELUS, who helped us, so thank you very much, guys. And we had a couple of other end users who wanted to remain anonymous. But they do this interview, they answer a few questions about the project and where it is and how they find it. And that's really the due diligence part of the process. That goes through to a vote with the TOC, so the Oversight Committee at the CNCF, where effectively it's a majority rules vote. So they get to discuss, they get to review everything. There's a public comment part in that process too. And then hopefully by the end of all of this process, you've learned some stuff. We learned some insights. We adopted the CNCF Code of Conduct. We put some more detail into our descriptions around maintainers and sponsors and that side of things. And then there's a vote. Today, we're super happy to announce that, as you said, we're in incubation.
Okay, and what does incubation actually mean?
So incubation is one of the maturity levels within the CNCF. There's 3, as you showed on your last slide. There's the sandbox where we were, there's incubating, and then there's graduation. That's the one. And basically, it's maturity that is demonstrated through the sustainability to kind of the TOC, which is the process that we've just gone through. It's all about the adoption, the healthy rate of change, the committers from multiple organizations, and basically our commitment to the open source community and the project in the open source kind of longer term. So incubation is that next step on our way to graduation. Hopefully it demonstrates our commitment that we're here and we're going to stay around and keep this project going. And it also helps us, like it helps us build more contacts within the CNCF and all of the great projects that are out there, and build some of those relationships, and hopefully unlock some doors for us to be able to work closer together and bring some of that experience and knowledge and those sort of things in as well.
Okay, and besides the relationships, which will be probably fruitful for the project, how will it influence the development of Backstage, maybe in other ways?
So Backstage is, how to describe it? To me, Backstage is kind of a hub. It's a central place where we basically can bring together a bunch of different projects, a bunch of different ideas and perspectives. And hopefully we provide some pretty good pipes and tunnels and things for all of those things to communicate for. The super end goal is to make it, of course, as simplified or as simple as possible for engineers to use and for end users to use the project, as my front door goes off. So that threw me off. Yeah, so
that never happens.
In regards with the CNCF, hopefully we can have a similar pattern with all of the other projects and bring in all of those perspectives and bits and pieces, and really learn from others that have been in incubation longer and learn from that community, but also help to kind of provide that hub, if you will, within the CNCF and all of their projects.
Sounds exciting.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I can't wait to see what's coming next. Talking about that, what is the next step? And please do not say I want to graduate, because that's obvious.
Damn it, that's where I was going to go. What's next? So for me, something I've been thinking more and more about is actually this community. I think we've done a really good job around the project and supporting the community as we can so far, but I really want to double down in that. The community is super important for Backstage and to take Backstage forward as a project. So I think for me, and this is maybe a little more personal, but for me, it's investing in that community more. What can we do more together? How can we work together better? How can we enable and give a even bigger voice to the community in the direction with the project?
I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are excited about that, and I agree with you that would be a logical and very fruitful next step. Awesome. So thank you for jumping here on the community session and explaining a little bit about this. You'll be attending the panel later, so we'll get more Lee later.
See you in a little bit.